Hello, fellow travelers! Are you prepared for a significant transformation in the air travel landscape? Get ready, because your beloved carry-on bag might soon face a ban from many airlines. Yes, you heard that right. The carry-on crisis of 2025 is on the horizon, and if you're not ready, you could end up gate-checking your treasured luggage, or, even worse, paying those eye-watering fees that make your pocket cringe. So welcome back to Travelvette, your journey, your ultimate destination for everything travel. Whether you're looking for clever travel hacks, budget-friendly tips, or strategies to make your flying experience smoother and more enjoyable, you've come to the right place. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our community. Today, we're going to explore the important new carry-on rules for 2025 that you absolutely need to be aware of. Let's get started and ensure your next adventure is hassle-free. Let's dive into rule number 1, the universal carry-on size. After much discussion, airlines have reached a consensus on a standard size for carry-on luggage, 22 by 14 by 9 inches, or 56 by 36 by 23 centimeters. It's important to note that this measurement includes the dimensions of your bag's handles and wheels. Exciting, right? A unified standard should simplify things, but guess what? Over 60% of the popular carry-ons available today actually exceed this new size limit. Have you noticed those size-checking bins at the gate? Well, hold on to your seats because they're about to get a significant upgrade. Gone are the days when you could sneak past the gate agents with an oversized bag. Those days are over. If your carry-on doesn't fit within the new dimensions, you could face some unexpected fees that will definitely take a bite out of your travel budget. So here's some advice. Measure your bag right now. Make sure it adheres to the new size requirements, which are becoming increasingly strict across the board. If your current bag doesn't comply, it might be time for an upgrade. Look into newer models that are specifically designed to meet these updated regulations. And just to be clear, when I say upgrade, I'm not suggesting you splurge on expensive new luggage, unless you found one that is magical and adheres to any size or style you need. Focus on finding a practical, compliant bag that makes your travel experience smooth and stress-free. Trust me, your future self will thank you. Now, let's dive into rule number 2, weight limits. It's time to say farewell to those days when you could cram your bag full of clothes, gadgets, and shoes until it felt heavier than your fresh load of dirty laundry. Airlines are now implementing strict carry-on weight limits that mostly range from 8 to 10 kilograms, or about 17 to 22 pounds. You might be thinking, that seems reasonable, but here's the catch: airlines are absolutely serious about enforcing these limits. In fact, some carriers have installed scales right into their check-in kiosks, meaning your bag will be weighed before you even reach the gate. If you exceed the weight limit, get ready for potential fees or the dreaded task of redistributing your belongings right there at the airport. So, what does this mean for you? Well, it's time to get strategic about your packing. Consider weighing your bag at home with a luggage scale before you even leave for the airport. This way, you can make adjustments as needed without the stress of doing it in front of other travelers. Also, if you're traveling with electronics or specialized gear, check your airline's media bag policy, as some airlines allow extra weight or additional items for professional equipment. Packing efficiently is key. Think about versatile clothing that you can mix and match, and use packing cubes to help keep everything organized. And remember, wearing your heaviest shoes or coats on the plane can also lighten the load of your carry-on. Just keep these tips in mind and you'll do just fine with the new weight limits. If you're traveling with electronics, it's crucial to familiarize yourself with your airline's media bag policy. Some airlines have specific provisions that allow extra weight or even additional items for professional gear, such as cameras, laptops, or audio equipment. This can be a game changer for those of us who rely on our gadgets for work or content creation while on the go. A little bit of pre-trip research can save you from unexpected fees and ensure that you're maximizing the allowances provided by your airline. To find this information, visit your airline's official website or give their customer service a quick call. Look for sections related to baggage policies or media equipment. Knowing the specifics can help you pack more efficiently and avoid the stress of having to check valuable items that you would prefer to keep with you in the carry-on. And here's a practical tip. When it comes to packing your heaviest items, like those bulky shoes or coats, wear them on board. It may not be the trendiest choice, but it's certainly an effective strategy to lighten your load. Not only will this help you stay within the weight limits, but it will also free up valuable space in your carry-on for other essentials. Plus, you'll be more comfortable during your flight without the extra weight dragging you down. So, embrace the functionality of your travel wardrobe and make smart choices that serve a dual purpose: style and practicality. Now, let's dive into rule number 3, personal items. Airlines are becoming increasingly strict about what qualifies as a personal item, so it's essential to understand the new guidelines. Your purse, laptop bag, or backpack must be able to fit comfortably under the seat in front of you. The updated size limit for personal items is 18 by 14 by 8 inches, which is approximately 45 by 35 by 20 centimeters. If your item exceeds these dimensions, you may be required to check it at the gate, which can lead to added fees and inconvenience. Therefore, it's crucial to choose your personal item wisely and pack strategically to ensure you have everything you need within the allowed size. Remember, a well-organized bag can make your travel experience much smoother. Now, let's dive into rule number 4, liquid restrictions. Here's the exciting update. The notorious 311 rule, which limits travelers to carrying liquids in containers of 3.4 ounces or less, is gradually being phased out due to advancements in scanning technology. This means that in the near future, we might see a more relaxed approach to carrying liquids on flights. However, there's a catch. This transition isn't consistent across all airports just yet. While some airports have already embraced the new regulations and allow passengers to bring full-size liquid containers, others are still adhering to the traditional 311 rule. So, it's essential to check the specific policies of the airport you're traveling through to avoid any surprises at security. So, what's the plan for hassle-free travel? First and foremost, play it safe. Start by packing small travel-size bottles of your liquids in a conveniently accessible pouch. This makes it easy to grab what you need without rummaging through your entire bag. If your departure airport permits larger liquid containers, consider packing those separately in a pocket that's easy to reach. This way, if you find yourself at a connecting airport that still follows the older liquid regulations, you can swiftly remove or dispose of those larger bottles without disrupting your entire packing system. It's all about maintaining order and efficiency. And remember, always check the specific rules for your route ahead of time. Trust me, these regulations can change frequently, so staying informed is key. Rule number 5, electronics. When it comes to travel, dead electronics can spell disaster for your plans. If your device fails to power on during a security check, it won't make it through the screening process. Here's what you need to keep in mind. Power banks that are rated under 100 watt-hours are perfectly acceptable and can be taken on board without any issues. If your power bank falls between 100 and 160 watt-hours, you'll need to obtain approval from the airline before you can bring it along. However, if your device exceeds 160 watt-hours, it's a strict no-go. Make sure to check the watt-hour rating of your devices before you travel to avoid any hiccups at the airport. And let's not overlook the limits on lithium batteries. Most airlines impose a cap on the number of devices you can bring, typically ranging from 15 to 20. Now, that might seem like a generous allowance, but when you start counting your essentials, like your smartphone, laptop, wireless earbuds, and camera, it can add up faster than you think. To ensure a smooth travel experience, always pack a charging cable in your personal item. This way, you can keep your devices powered up during your journey. Additionally, it's crucial to double-check the watt-hour ratings of all your devices before you start packing. You definitely don't want a dead device to throw a wrench in your travel plans, so take a moment to verify everything to avoid any surprises at the airport. Now, let's dive into rule number 6, smart luggage restrictions. If you're a proud owner of smart luggage, it's essential to stay informed about the latest regulations, as airlines have recently updated their policies regarding these high-tech bags. One of the key requirements is that any built-in batteries in your smart luggage must be removable. This means that if your bag has a battery that cannot be taken out, it will not be allowed on board the aircraft. To avoid any last-minute surprises at the airport, make sure to check your smart luggage's specifications before you travel. If your bag meets the criteria, you can enjoy the convenience of your smart features without any hassle. Remember, being prepared is the best way to ensure a smooth journey. Finally, we come to rule number 7, overhead bin competition. Overhead bins are increasingly becoming a coveted commodity, and the competition for space is more intense than ever. With airlines closely monitoring how passengers utilize these bins, it's important to be strategic about your carry-on luggage. Some airlines have even started assigning overhead bin space based on your ticket class. This means that if you're traveling in economy, you might find yourself in a bit of a scramble for space, as premium passengers often get priority access to the bins. To maximize your chances of securing a spot for your bag, consider packing light and using a smaller carry-on that can easily fit in the overhead compartment. Arriving at the gate early can also give you a better shot at finding available space. Remember, being proactive about your carry-on strategy can make a significant difference in your travel experience. Here are 2 tips to help you navigate the overhead bin wars effectively. Tip number 1, board early. By getting on the plane as soon as your boarding group is called, you'll have a significant advantage in securing overhead bin space. Make sure to pay close attention to your boarding group number and be ready to board promptly. The earlier you get on, the more likely you are to find a spot for your bag without having to worry about it being too full. Tip number 2. If you're carrying essentials or fragile items, consider using a carry-on bag specifically designed to fit under the seat in front of you. This strategy allows you to bypass the overhead bin drama entirely, ensuring that your important belongings are easily accessible and protected. Plus, having your essentials within reach can make your flight much more comfortable. By following these tips, you can enhance your travel experience and avoid the stress of overhead bin competition. So there you have it, fellow travelers. We've just explored 7 crucial carry-on rules that are transforming the air travel experience in 2025. These guidelines are designed to help you navigate the complexities of flying with ease and ensure a smoother journey. But now, I want to hear from you. Are you aware of any other new rules or updates that might be on the horizon? Perhaps you've come across some interesting changes in airline policies or have tips from your own travel experiences. Please share your insights in the comments below. I'd love to engage with you and learn from your experiences. Your contributions could help fellow travelers stay informed and prepared for. And don't stop here. Be sure to check out my video on the new travel rules for 2025 to stay ahead of the game. This video is packed with essential information that every savvy traveler needs to know, from updated regulations to tips that can enhance your travel experience. Trust me, it's a must-watch if you want to navigate the ever-evolving landscape of air travel with confidence. Until next time, remember to travel smart, maximize your travel rewards, and embrace the freedom that comes with exploring the world. Safe travels, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.